Has anyone seen my phone? How often do you see yourself in this situation? You have some time to wind down after work and you say to yourself, wow, I had a really long day. I hope nothing pisses me off any further. And then you immediately open the app that pisses you off. Yeah, well, that's me almost every day. Something about this cancer of society that's installed on my phone keeps pulling me back in. I'll catch myself doom scrolling in this app for hours on end, just ruining my mood with each passing second for no reason. And you wanna know why? Because hate sells, argument sells, engagement makes money. If I wanted to start making serious bank from the internet, all I would have to do is start grifting for one political party on Twitter. Ask ChatGPT to say some BS that doesn't exist and Control-C, Control-V paste and you're off to the races. Don't forget your Twitter premium. I keep telling myself it's all rage bait and that it's all made to farm engagement. To the point where if I see a blue check mark, I just don't take their tweets seriously at all. But that got me thinking. Ever since COVID and ever since especially Elon Musk bought Twitter, it's like the internet has hit another gear of pissing offedness, at least for me. But it can't be everyone, right? So a simple science experiment is what I'm setting off to do. I made a new account on Twitter using a new email that I made after downloading a new browser, and to take it a step further, I even made a new user account on my computer. I just wanted to see how quick or even if Twitter would start pushing this content that I just do not like to me. Alright, but before we get started, here are some ground rules. I will use the app as intended. When the app tells me there's a certain person it wants me to follow, I'm gonna follow them. I'm gonna scroll as much as I want, and I will start liking content that I think will skew my timeline to the right direction of making me angry. I wanna see how many likes it takes to turn my timeline into some cesspool of garbage. There aren't any rules beyond that. I'm just trying to see how fast someone can be radicalized on this platform. Now on to the fully science-based investigation. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm already annoyed. Apparently, you cannot create a Twitter account on the computer anymore. So you have to go on your phone, and I made a really stupidly long email, so I had to type that all in and start making my account there. Time for the profile picture. There we go. Okay, so what I didn't know is that when you make a Twitter account now, it asks you all these questions. So I just picked the most normal ones: politics, memes, gaming. And this is completely new to me. It gives you groups of people to follow, and I didn't know who to follow, so I just clicked one that looked kind of familiar and off to the races. I go ahead and start up my timer and start scrolling. And to be honest, this didn't look any different than my normal feed, minus all the hateful stuff. Honestly, I thought it would be much quicker to see some garbage on my feed. It wasn't until about 12 minutes in where I really started to wonder, maybe they actually fixed this platform. So I went into my profile to check to see if there's any way I could get back that groups feature and follow another set of accounts, but I couldn't really find anything. And it was looking like just aimlessly scrolling wouldn't cut it. So according to the rules I said, I don't have to just keep scrolling, so off to the trending tab we go. And would you look at that, SpaceX. And you know what that means? The man himself. Wouldn't hurt to drop a follow and a few likes here and there on his profile. And there we go. That's going towards the right direction. We aren't seeing some of the more blatant racism that I usually see, but using only the trending tab, my feed is starting to fester. I then went back to scrolling for a few minutes until minute 16, where I spot an actual diamond hidden in plain sight underneath something called the Who to Follow tab. You could have made an argument that yeah, I did go out of my way to find Elon Musk and SpaceX in the trending tab, but this was hiding right there since the beginning of the account, since as soon as I started scrolling. So I didn't go out of my way at all for this. So what did I do? I dropped a follow, and I went through to read some of his tweets, which are more comedy than anything, but then I went back to that who to follow thing again. You know, fuck it, let's just follow everyone in here. There we go. Now let's head back to our feed and see what's going on. Yeah, we got Tim Pool right off the bat. Elon Musk calling the UK a police state while being on the side of the political party that supports companies that want to turn the US into a police state. Another Elon hit where he's talking about how he tortured seals. Thank you. The Babylon Bee. And wokeness. Let's fucking go, gang. We did it. All in under 30 minutes. 24 to be exact. But let's take it a step further. This was all pre-recorded. I let the account marinate for a day, so let's take a look at it now and see what I can dig up. All right, there's Jeff Keighley, and let's see what's going on. The gang inquiry report, cool, right as I logged in. Libs of TikTok, right smack dab right there, cool. Asmongold, let's fucking go, gives his based opinion. Okay, transphobia, cool. Is he posting his own propaganda? How does the bear spray taste, cocksuckers? Okay, savage, irreverent. More Asmongold. Twerking is just zoomies for blacks. Cool, Islamophobia, cool. I stop trying to kill our president. I don't know. I'm actually getting mad with my own feed right now. This is perfect. I did it. Like, I'm actually getting myself pissed off because of this. Jeff Keighley. You know what? I'm gonna end it on Jeff Keighley. I'm gonna drop him a follow too. This is the only positive guy that I saw in my feed because I actually got fucking disgusted by this feed right here. So what have we learned here, ladies and gentlemen? I thought it would be way faster for my feed to get radicalized. It did take some intervention. I can't say that just making an account, it would immediately make you, just all the way radicalized to one side of the political spectrum. However, it didn't take much intervention to reach that side. Like, again, this whole feed is just political grifts. Like I said, this isn't some scientific test on how this works. If it was, I would have to have a control group and this and that. It's just that this platform, which was genuinely one of the best platforms on the internet, shocker, big news, I'm sure no one else has had this opinion, fucking sucks now. Blue Sky sucks even harder. So what is the end result of this? There's nothing we can do about this. There's literally nothing. The only kind of bastion of free speech, if you want to call it that, is Reddit. That hurt me to say. I'm gonna be so real, that hurt me to say. However, your feed is tailored by you and what you like. This one immediately gave me fucking Matt Walsh in my who to follow for some reason. And that was the gateway, honestly. The whole who to follow was filled with that propaganda. So yeah, 24 minutes to fully ruin your Twitter feed. The funny thing is, I really knew that this would be the conclusion of this video. I didn't really think that, oh, there's a chance that it wouldn't do this. All social media is now like this, unfortunately, except Reddit, like I said. There's mountains and mountains of evidence that social media itself is more right-leaning these days. Is that because most of the tech billionaires are trying to grift politically to get on the good side of this political party and trying to gain every subsidy they can? Perhaps they were very heavily left-leaning in the other administrations because, again, they wanted to grift towards that political party, and if you can't see that, you're pretty much sheep. I wouldn't even call myself a centrist, but even I can see that. I mean, just now, a few hours ago, I saw a few tweets about how crazy it was to be on woke Twitter back in the day, and it really was as well. But the thing about woke Twitter was that it stayed online. There wouldn't really be violent outbursts, if you would say, in the real world. But this type of rhetoric affects me in the real world, affects everyone in the real world. The amount of hate I get for being a certain skin color and having a certain facial structure on the internet, sometimes when I have an accent moment because I speak 3 languages and I intermix the accents, the amount of comments I get, just openly racist, radicalized, and reporting does nothing. I could rerun this experiment again, but the results are gonna be the same. And for anyone saying, why did this turn into a political rant? What do? That's literally what's going on my feed. Like, I had to. It's everything on Twitter is based in politics now. Or maybe I should just get off social media entirely. Anyways, thank you for watching. Get out of here. Don't use Twitter.